And that's 4 glorious runs, which takes him to 50. Up goes the bat, gave himself room. Wasn't in fact all that short, but powered it away with tremendous skill and timing to take Viv Richards to yet another 50 on what must be just about his favourite ground.
And Viv Richards went on to be 60 not out at the close of play, 32 not out to Clive Lloyd, 119 for 3, with 10 more runs added up to the moment stumps were drawn for the evening. The bowling figures for the England team, Botham the only successful man there, 3 for 38 from 10 overs, 3 maidens. The others worked hard but weren't able to get through that Richards-Lloyd combination. And Clive Lloyd, tremendous performance from him today. He became the 7th man in the history of cricket to pass 7,000 runs in Test matches. The third day of this match between England and the West Indies, a capacity house and the gates certain to be closed later in the day. And these two teams locked in battle. Yesterday afternoon, when play closed, it was 119 for 3. And Richards was on 60, Lloyd 32, and both of them had broken through on 3 occasions. The situation of the match was that West Indies was still 167 runs behind, and it was absolutely vital this morning from their point of view that those 2 great batsmen, Viv Richards and Clive Lloyd, should get away to a good start. Conditions were perfect, hardly a cloud in the sky, and it was lovely and warm when Gower led the England side onto the field. We pick up play now with 2 runs added. It's 121 for 3, and here's Ian Botham now coming into bowl to Viv Richards.
Well, Viv Richards again playing pretty free. He sometimes does this early on, sometimes gives half a chance. Woe betide you if you don't take it.
It's really the sucker ball, that one. Deliberately bounced very, very short. Both of them dropped it short quite deliberately, and we're just about to see exactly where it hit. Now this, if Botham can manage it, should be the best outswinger he can produce, and that's good thinking. Good shot. Beautiful stroke, that one. And that cost Botham 4 runs because he was cranky. He was moving his field around there and pushing Chris Broad away from ordinary mid-on to very wide, almost mid-wicket, and dropped it short. Clive Lloyd could do about that. It was a magnificent delivery.
Well, it's one of these that England bowlers keep hoping an umpire will give, as that leg is thrust out there straight away, and the point is it has gone well up the pitch, and that's what saves him from the umpire.
So it came off the pad. Whether he got an inside edge to it as well is another matter. Not according to umpire Barry Mayer. It's 4-leg byes. 100 partnership up for Richards and Lloyd. They've done it many occasions for the West Indies. Those 100 runs came from 173 balls faced in the partnership. That was a choked appeal from Botham. And Vivian doesn't look all that happy. Botham choked off his appeal, and I think some of the others did as well. Richards has gone for 72.
See this one from Botham's end. Ducks in a lot. Very much leg stumpish, but Richards very surprised and very disappointed. A big blow for England, that, and that will have a crucial effect on the whole day's play.
Dujon comes out with West Indies still considerable distance behind, 148 runs in arrears they are. Just lost their star player. Before Bob Willis's round pretty much towards backward square leg, very deep. Dujon off the mark with 4.
Yes, Vivian there doesn't look all that happy. A short hooked in the air, Fowler's under it, and it's safely caught, and Botham's got another one. All 5 to Ian Botham, and no wonder he's got that great big smile on his face. So Dujon goes for 8, attempting the hook shot, top edge, and a very simple catch to Fowler, moving nicely from mid-on. 1:47 now for 5, and a marvellous start here for England this morning.
See it again, you see, he doesn't get inside the line. He's half forward, in fact, all tucked up. Just got it off the top shoulder of the bat, and it's the easiest of catches.
I think you can be pretty sure that Bob Willis will come steaming in now at another new batsman to bowl at. And David Garr says in a much more attacking field. 2 short legs, in fact, now. 3 slips and a gully. There's the fielder coming in, who's out substituting. That's Donald Topley, member of the MCC ground staff, and he's out there in place of Chris Broad, who's off the field with a groin strain. Oh, well bowled. Hasn't had a great deal of good fortune here this morning, Bob Willis. He's gone past the outside edge of Lloyd's back on several occasions. Another beautiful delivery.
Well, this is the wicket that England want, and oh, so close. Beautiful delivery, a little bit of lift as well as lateral movement.
Single brings 150 up for West Indies. Short, he's not really middled it. Top edge, gone right over the top of the keeper. He's going to get 4 runs for it. And that also could really have gone anywhere.
Well, Malcolm Marshall fortunate here. Could have found fine leg, could have got a top edge straight up in the air to the keeper, and instead 4 runs. No messing about coming in and playing for your captain with some of these West Indians. They're playing more shots than Clive Lloyd.
Is it gone? And he's caught it. No, he's not. 6 runs. And he's caught it, but it was over the ropes. Well, nearly a sensational minute there for young Donald Topley.
And this remarkable catch raises just a question of the law. There goes the hook shot, and young substitute fielder Topley, he catches it, then he puts his foot over. The catch law says that the act of making the catch will start from the time when the fieldsman first handles the ball, and shall end when he both retains complete control over the further disposal of the ball and remains within the field of play. Well, he didn't quite have complete control by the time he got over that line.
Close in, good one for Botham. 6 wickets in the West Indies innings, all 6 to Ian Botham. Lloyd out for 39, struggled for 7 runs all morning. Quite certain that deserved the shout it received from Botham and all the others around the wicket. It looked to be pretty plumb from this angle up above the umpire's head. Overs, 4 maidens, 6 for 73. That man down the far end, Eldin Baptiste, is trying to lengthen the odds again. Hundreds up.
Marshall on 29. And he's gone. Yes, it's a great blow by Willis. Now Willis deserved that. Pringle taking a good catch, low down to his right at slip. And that's a marvellous moment for Bob Willis and for England. 213 for 7. Marshall goes for 29. And things couldn't look rosy for England at the moment. Willis now to Harper. And it goes again. It's a good shot. Got onto that very quickly, hooked it away very powerfully through mid-wicket for 4.
Well, when number 9 comes in and can play a hook shot like that, you can realise why England won't be happy until all 10 are out.
Both of them again to Harper. And that's out. Yes, beautifully caught. And Botham has got his 7th wicket. Harper falls to a good catch low down by Mike Gettin at short extra cover. He goes for 8, and now it's 231 for 8. Botham again. Well, that was a chance. Very hard. But one of the sort of catches that Botham is usually inclined to take. But quite fiercely. Collection of the West Indies boys on the balcony, just looking down from the pavilion.
There's no doubt about that one. They didn't even bother to appeal. It was such a wide deflection, and Bob Willis deserved that.
Well, Bob's deserved one of these. He's bowled enough good ones, beaten the bat, and this time just a nice outside edge.
Just gave that a little flick away on the onside. Well done. Nice catch. 2 to Downton, who's done well, and even better, it's 8 to Botham. Yes, it was a great performance for me in Botham, and I must say it took my mind back 3 years to when the Australians played here and when Botham got a pair against them, and the reception he got coming off the ground that day was nothing like the one we justifiably received today. A tremendous performance to keep the West Indians down to 245 in that way. Marshall 29 and Baptiste 44. A great flurry there. That was a most valuable partnership for West Indies. It looked at one stage as though they could be out for fewer than 200 runs. The bowling figures, well, they're dominated by the two men. Both are made for 103, and Willis 2 for 48. Don't lose sight of the fact that Willis bowled absolutely magnificently there without 1 ounce of luck in the whole of the West Indian innings. Oh, the England openers came out. Chris Broad batted, even though he was off the field with a groin strain this morning. His partner was Graham Fowler, and it's Fowler who takes strike now in the very first over of the second innings. Joel Garner is the bowler. He's got away with it. For one fraction of a second there, I'm certain Graham Fowler was going to try and hook that, and then changed his mind. He's gone this time. Broad goes. Garner got him with one. Garner got him with one that bounced a little bit more than normal. After the euphoria of the first innings, Broad goes now without scoring. And Garner has slipped through. David Gower prefers to come in at 4, but he's in at 3 this match. Garner's got the new ball. It's hard and bouncy. Shot of great pedigree, that. Under pressure.
And he's gone this time, I think. There's a big shout gone up. So West Indies jubilant, but no response at all up there. And good job you can't lip read. That's the most concerted appeal we've seen in this Test match.
Well, everyone's sure, except one man.
Garner in again to Gower. A great cheer going up. We've finally got off that 14 mark. Single to Gower. He knows what it's like out there. All those people down there would certainly like to see an innings from David Gower today. Still no change. It's raced away to fine leg. Oh, well, this outfield is fast here today. It doesn't need more than a touch from a bowler of Marshall's pace, and it's over the ropes. So relief for David Gower there to move into double figures.
Cracking shot.
Well, that's as nicely poised and timed a stroke as we've seen from Graham Fowler in the whole match.
And Clive Lloyd's picked up David Gower. Small's first Test wicket in England. Second wicket in Test cricket. He picked up one against Australia. Gower's gone, and that's a blow for England because he was looking pretty good. So 74 the lead with 8 wickets in hand, England. There's a nice start for Alan Lamb. Yes, and what an over this is for Milton Small. Brought on to take the place of Malcolm Marshall, who was at odds with himself. Small has got 2 wickets, Gower and Fowler. The first one, a very good delivery that cut away from Gower, and then that one that ripped through Fowler's defence and beat him for sheer pace. Shot. Nicely over the top of that, Mike Gatting. A lot of people at this ground who follow Middlesex who will be wishing Gatting every possible success in this innings. A splendid shots on the one over off Milton Small.
Well, you can't do better than that. 2 boundaries, 1 off back foot, and this one, everything there.
England's 50 came up in 92 minutes from 121 balls. Good shot for 4. Well, the attack's going to be carried back to the West Indians. They've picked up 3 quick wickets. The natural game of both Lamb and Gatting is to attack the bowlers.
Again to Lamb. He's cleared the field. Leg side, that's going over the ropes now for 4. First significant blow off the slow bowler.
Under 50 partnership comes up for Lamb and Gatting. Good effort from them, exactly what was needed at the time they came together. And he's gone again. Unbelievable. He's made 29 runs and made them in delightful fashion, Mike Gatting. And once again, he's out OBW without playing a stroke. The first ball of Marshall's spell. Don't blame the rule. The rule was brought in because batsmen years ago were just thrusting their pad at the ball without bothering to play a shot. And it's a very, very good law of cricket.
I think another few minutes and we might well have seen a night watchman, but 25 minutes to go and a desperately important 25-minute session it's going to be for England.
Logie. Oh, what a good piece of fielding.
I think there's no doubt here that a direct hit and Botham would have been on his way. Desperately dangerous single, good pickup, and he's way short as that ball whistles past the stumps.
Good shot, he kept it down very well. There were 2 men waiting there for that stroke. If he miscues, he got it precisely between them. Just out of Duchamp's reach, their valuable runs. Century comes up. Good shot from Botham. A lovely display of aggression right at the death here. And it's that kind of aggression England will need on Monday when they start off again at 114 for 4 on the 4th day of this Lord's Test match. Botham is 17 not out, Lamb 30. He played pretty well today, Alan Lamb. He's a courageous player, wasn't always middling it, but he's still there. And Mike Gatting, I thought, batted splendidly for 29 before once again falling LBW without playing a stroke. This time to Marshall, who finished up with 1 for 30, Garner 1 for 25, and Milton Small coming in from the nursery end, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 24. So the situation as we come into the 4th day's play is that England are 155 runs ahead. They have 6 wickets in hand. It's an intriguing test match. A very, very interesting situation with Lamb and Botham there, both aggressive players, and West Indies just itching to get at them on Monday morning.